Yo, that was my man Slice. I just saw that video where you added me in at the very end and on the hook. So cool, man. Check out Slice. Here's the thing, too. Like, I mean, I listen to all different types of music and stuff like that, but 90% of what I listen to is hip hop. And kid's got bars, man. He's like for real. So shout out to you, Slice. Oh, and shout out to Rock Ape, my man, my man. Rock Ape is the third member of the marketing DAO. I completely forgot his name in my last video. Rock, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. And again, folks, the marketing DAO, I'm going to leave a link down below where if you guys want to start your own garden, you can use the link there, and the proceeds that they get from the referral bonus they get, they use to pay for advertising Drip on Facebook. Or you can just send Drip BUSD to that wallet address. Any little bit helps. Folks, welcome back to the channel. Beach Office 365, bringing it back-to-back videos. Sometimes as I have the time, I'm able to get on here. There was something that I did not see, something that I'm going to share with you guys, and I was kind of blown away by it. I mean, there's something that's right in front of your eyes, and you don't even see it. You don't even recognize it when it's happening. So we're going to get into that. Before we do, make sure, again, check out Spritz Finance. This is a way that you can start paying for things with crypto and not have to go through, sending stuff from your MetaMask wallet to an exchange, and then from an exchange to your bank account, and then at the end of the year, your CPA is going, what is all this coming in? And then at the end of the year, your CPA is looking at your bank account and there's money coming in from Binance or crypto.com. And you got to, this is cryptocurrency, cryptic. Shh. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I mean, actually, that's a good question. You really think about it, like payments. When you have things that are getting paid by a third party, right? So let's say it's not by you, it's by this third party. Do you have to report that as income? Spritz Finance, folks, definitely check it out. Also, if you sign up using my link, your first payment of $10, they will match it $10. So there you go. You got $10, and your first payment of $50, they match that $50. So you're getting $60 using my link down below. This project is one of the coolest. Let's quick take a look. That's right. That's right. This one is on us. All right. You give $50 towards your first payment and you're going to get $50. It's the easiest $60 you'll ever make. And you'll be able to use this to pay for various bills, credit cards, you name it. You just hook up your MetaMask wallet to this, come down here, pay with crypto. Right now, I have 2 different credit cards that I pay off using Spritz. I'm able to come on here. I mean, they now have it so you can use Drip. Any one of the tokens that are in your wallet, almost anyone. I mean, they'll let you know, like Furio ain't going to be able to pay for shit, but we knew that. All the major cryptos, USDC, USDT, Bitcoin, BNB, you name it, you can use. So anyway, check it out. Links down below. Also, Swan Bitcoin, you know the deal. Went over this. One of the best dollar cost averaging things. I don't even have to think about it. I just know that every day I'm getting Bitcoin. And if you believe in the dollar cost averaging, definitely check out Swan. It's the only exchange I feel comfortable even talking about, given what's happened in the last year. So, all right, but without further ado, let's talk about something that well, first, let me just say this, because I know the last video that I made was a bit sort of doom and gloom. All right. And I know that I'm talking about us going into a bear market, which is gonna, if we continue to go down across the financial markets, the S&P 500, right, and Bitcoin continues to go lower, or I should say starts to go lower, because they've both been in a little bit of a uptrend recently. The Drip price, it very likely could go lower as well. It might get kind of scary. It might not, because we do have these projects that are coming out, even just from yesterday's AMA and everybody recapping it on YouTube. Shout out to my boy Lee, Driptopian. Great job with the AMA with Forex. I saw there's a little price pump going on with Drip right now. I mean, it's tiny, whatever, but we get just any little bit of excitement and we see the price go up. Think about that. When one of these things actually drops, I didn't want to say this because I remember I said the animal farm will be the thing that will pump the price of drip, and then that didn't happen. So I don't know. Point is, though, is if we hit into a deeper recession, that could impact the price of drip. Now, yesterday I was talking about how I thought it's going to be pretty crazy, but anyway, so I have, some friends that have the net worth in the millions. And this one guy in particular is someone, he's in finance. That's what he does. He used to work on Wall Street, and I respect the hell out of his opinion. I may not agree with everything, but I like talking to him because there's some things that we, differ from, but he's the smarter person in this. He's more qualified to talk about this. But yesterday I reached out to him and I was just like, hey man, like, what's going to happen with this recession, man? Is it going to get real bad? They're talking about it's going to be like the Great Depression. Are my parents going to be okay? That was one of the main worries that I had. Here's his response. Hey, man, long story short, it should be a shallow recession given how strong the consumer labor market still is, despite recent layoffs. Also, even though a few small banks got into trouble recently, the financial system is in a much better place, way less leverage than it was in the great financial crisis of 2008. The economy and your parents will be fine. Recessions are natural to economic cycles. I also asked him about the US dollar, and he said, separately, I think the US dollar will remain the reserve currency for a long time. China is not to be trusted enough by the rest of the world for the yen to take over. All right. That gave me some warm, cozy feelings inside. I still think that we are, going to be experiencing a bit more downside, and we may even start to really notice it. Certainly, we'll start seeing it at the pump. It's all about the pump, the gas pump. But here is something that this is something, all right? You guys know that I'm a big fan of Gareth Soloway, and I watched something on his channel today, but let me show you guys something. All right, you guys all know this Wall Street cheat sheet, right? The psychology of a market. I'm sorry, the psychology of a market cycle. All right, we've talked about this many times on this channel. Now, this is not what you think it's going to be. Okay, just hang with me here. Because what it's been in the past is we've talked about where we are in the cycle, just like with drip, is somewhere around in here. This is not what that's about. Okay, so just hang with me here. So I found this really interesting. The market cycle, you have all the different emotions that come into play. The emotions are really what drives the market, right? When you think of the optimism, the thrill, you get up into here, you're euphoric, right? I mean, it's just like it's never going to stop, right? And then there's this dip, and then it kind of starts coming back because you're thinking to yourself, hey, no big deal, a little bit of a bounce down here, but we're going back up, we're going to the moon. We can't not lose. We get this complacency and then this kind of accumulation, and then boom, the drop that's filled with anxiety, denial, panic, anger, depression, disbelief, all of that. Now, it's this area right here that he highlighted and I wanted to quick focus on, right? Because I've wondered, it's like, how do people not know that this is just kind of a fake out, right? That this is basically a bull trap getting more people in only to inevitably dump. It's always easier in hindsight to look back and think, how did we not see this, right? But check this out. This is what was interesting. If you lay this alongside the S&P 500, look how much. Here's a chart of the S&P 500. This is the weekly, the S&P 500 index. Look how much this area right here are lining up. And, you even get into some of these bounces that it shows right in here, right? By the way, this is not from like a specific chart. This is kind of made up of what charts do look like and how our emotions tend to be the driving factor in a lot of the tops and bottoms. Okay, so it's just an example, but it's pretty accurate. You can hold this up against Bitcoin. You can hold this up against drip. It looks very much like drip. But look at that. we've basically been in this uptrend for months now, consolidating, right? And people are starting to say the bottom is in, the bottom is in, just like right here when they're like, get ready, folks, we're going to the moon. I mean, because people that are buying here, that is what they're thinking. They're thinking that the euphoria is not going to end. And that'd be the only reason why you would buy right in here, is if you believe that we're another leg up. It's just like what happened here. It is very possible that we are getting ready for our leg down into the bowels of the recession. I mean, you see how this is kind of matching up? So, I mean, at any rate, I think that yeah, that's basically that one. I wanted to show that to you guys. Just keep this video short and sweet. But I think that I don't think it's like doom and gloom, like my buddy says, it could be a shallow recession. I don't want to make it out like, just we're going to be crashing like crazy. I mean, I'm preparing as though we are, right? And that's what I'm talking about with buying gold and silver, Bitcoin, of course. I'm buying some triple leveraged inverse plays, so they go up when the market goes down. I've even bought some bonds, which I never thought I would do. Treasury bills are another one that, like, that's the hot ticket. Get a treasury bill, get 5% guaranteed. Oh, and people were asking me about gold and silver and where I buy it and stuff. So there's a local coin shop close to me that I go to called Wilshire Coin. But I actually prefer, I want my stuff liquid. So I just put it in, whether it's gold ETFs. I have a couple gold and copper mining companies that I've invested in. Silver, my silver position is best position I have in my portfolio. So I actually like using the markets as opposed to the real stuff. But the real stuff, I mean, I have a little bit, and it's nothing to brag about. It's not that I have anything against that. It's just the preference of for me not having to deal with storage and having mine very liquid, right? I may want it, money like that. The downside, of course, is that if we really do go like doom and gloom, like Mad Max type shit, the stuff that I have in the market might be meaningless, and we really will be going back to like bartering with gold and actual silver. And I don't even want to think about that, guys. I don't even know why I went there. This was supposed to be the video that I'm uplifting everybody and saying, yo, we're going to be okay. We going to be all right. I feel it. Just prepare yourselves. That's all I'm saying. Now, I can't give financial advice, and I'm not an expert. The guy that text, he's an expert. He's a financial advisor. I mean, he's got millions and has made a ton of money. And I love talking to him because, again, we're different. He doesn't like gold, silver. He doesn't like any of that. He has some Bitcoin, but he's not like huge into that. He prefers more of the dividend play, which I get. When you have millions in the market, the end goal with all this, right, is to just have millions in the market and collect dividends. So he likes to purchase assets that generate revenue. He's also big into real estate. So technically, gold and silver, it's not generating any revenue. So I get that. I could go on and on. Tell me what you guys think about this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. I'm going to end this one. And shout out to my man Slice. Keep bringing the heat. Rock Ape, appreciate you. Much love to all you guys. And I'll see you all on the next one.